when it comes to my clients and the people that I see in my communities that aren't making the money that they really want to make, I've had to think about it, and it always boils down to a variation of three main reasons. And that the first reason is mindset. It always starts with mindset. You know, if you're not making the money you want to, first, before you start looking at the strategy side of things and like what you're putting out there and what you might be doing wrong, first think about your mindset. Because for me, when I first started, the reason I wasn't making the money that I really wanted to wasn't anything to do with the strategy. I had the strategy perfectly right. I just didn't believe I could. And if you don't believe you can, you're not going to be putting out the right kind of vibes. You're not going to be putting all the effort in to try and make the money that you want to. You just won't be doing all the things, because some of the things that we have to do in business are really uncomfortable to do. Why would you do that if you don't think that it's going to work anyway? So first thing to do is go back to your money mindset stuff. You know, think about your money story, what you really believe about money, whether you think that actually you don't deserve money, or you feel guilty for wanting money, or you've heard things growing up about money and that you shouldn't, you know, be greedy and all these kind of things. So first go on that route and see what the problem is to do with mindset. If you get your mindset sorted, and you never get it completely sorted, it's an ongoing thing you need to work on all the time. I still work on mine now. What got me to a $1 million year business won't get me to 2. So, you know, you still have to work at it all the time. But let's say you've worked on that and you're still not bringing the money you want. The second thing, and this is really obvious, but I see it time and time again, have you asked for the money? Have you actually asked for the sale? Don't mean just like putting random posts on that you're good at. Let's say you're a branding person, that you're good at branding and that these are some brands I've done. But have you actually said, this is a thing that I sell, would you like to buy it? Either on your posts or just to people in your connections generally. I see this happen with a lot of coaches. So people come to me who are coaches and they say, you know, I'm not making any, I wanted 2,000 this month. That was my goal. I wrote it down, but I didn't make 2,000. I was like, okay, what do you sell? And they tell me all the things that they sell, and I will sell this, and then I do this package and this package. And I said, have you put those out there and said, I have 5 of these packages right now for you to buy, should you want to have one? And they haven't. They've just kind of talked generally and vaguely about what they do and given all this really good valuable information about like the actual things that they help people with, without actually saying, if you would like to work with me, here, this is what you can buy. So ask for the sale. And I've even seen people message other people and say, I really like what you're doing. Really need help with my mindset because it's so not there at the moment. And they still haven't at that point gone, well, I can help you. It's this much money. Would you like to work with me for a month? That still doesn't happen because they're scared to ask for the sale. And that does kind of flow back into mindset as well, because if you're scared to ask for the sale, it's usually a self-worth thing. So that's the second reason. And the third reason is you don't have an audience. Like, lots and lots of people say, you know, I really want to make this much money and these are the things I sell, and, you know, no one's buying them. And they're not buying them because you haven't actually grown an audience of people who know, like, and trust you enough to buy from you. Sorry, I'm changing hands because my hand is aching. So, you know, start growing that audience, and when you have that audience, make sure that you aren't just putting out stuff that you really want to sell, but that you're actually asking your audience what they want to buy, and you're putting that out. I made that mistake really early on, where I grew an audience, spent lots of time growing this audience, and then said, right guys, here's this thing I'm selling, and it was all about SEO. It's like, how to get your SEO sorted. No one bought it. And then I asked them, and I was like, why didn't you buy the SEO thing? That isn't what we want. We want a business basics course, like covering everything. So I did Fabulous Foundations. I made 60,000 because I just asked them what they wanted. So you might be putting something in front of your ideal client they don't even want. So make sure you ask. So they're like the 3 biggest reasons that people who I see in my audiences and clients that I work with aren't making money right now. So get your mindset sorted. If that's one of the things, you know, you need to be doing work on your mindset, because you'll know deep down if that's the thing that's stopping you. If you don't really believe you can make the kind of money you want, you won't. Second thing is, you know, make sure you're asking for the sale. Make sure you're putting your offers out there and you're telling people, here is some packages that you can buy. And the third thing is make sure you have an audience to sell to. So start growing that audience right now if you don't have one. And once you have that audience, make sure you're giving them the thing they want, not the thing you want to sell, because they're usually very different. And all you need to do is ask them, and then you can help them with that thing. So they're the 3 main reasons. I hope they help. Have a look at what you're doing if you're not making the money you want to right now.